is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over all the Season 1 Select cards as well as the Volume 2 cards in my team today. So, we got a ton of cards and we're going to go through them. I'm going to try to go relatively quickly because we did get and see a lot of these cards. And then obviously the rewards, you get Pascal Siakam, D'Angelo Russell as rewards as well. So, in same thing with Jaylen Brown. So, with the Volume 2 set, which you guys will see, the Volume 2 players that I go through today, they're going to be for the Pascal Siakam, D'Angelo Russell lock-in. Now, for the Season 1 Select set, that's where you're going to see the Otis Birdsong. That's where you're going to see the Carlos Boozer. So just kind of keep that in the back of your minds. Started off with Davion George here, 71 overall, 6'8", 6'11 wingspan. Honestly, this card for being a, 71 overall is not that bad. A 74-3, 79 speed, 70 lateral quickness, silver catch and shoot, bronze release. Dude's actually going to be like Chicken Man for a gold card in my team. Dion Waiters up next, shooting guard, small forward. 6'3", 6'7 wingspan, 81 3 ball, 80 speed. The problem is he's not going to be able to play defense at all. But if there's ever like a gold challenge in which you need guys that can knock down shots, Dion Waiters is going to be able to shoot the ball at least decently. Mario Chalmers up next, 6'2", 6'5 wingspan. Very similar to Dion Waiters outside of he's going to actually be able to defend a little bit on the perimeter as well as still having that 77 3 ball. A lot of these releases early on in my team, it's going to be one of those things where I don't know how good they are, at least right now. But as time goes on, we will figure it out. Gerald Wilkins, small forward, shooting guard, 6'6", 6'9 wingspan. This card is a bona fide scrub. They can't really do anything on the court. Now, it's important to remember what these specific cards are. So, you guys might be confused on some things. And honestly, I wouldn't blame you because, like, you guys might be like, Ty, what is Season 1 Volume 2? Ty, what is Season 1 Select? Okay, here's basically all you guys need to know. So, the Season 1 Volume 2, that's really where you guys are going to see, like, the set that basically locked in for the Chris Mullin and Kevin Love. Now, that was Volume 1. This is going to be Volume 2. And the select cards are going to be basically the things that lock in for Jaylen Brown. So if you're confused, that's kind of what we're looking at. John Paxson up next, 6'2", 6'5 wingspan. 83 3 ball, 74 speed, 81 lateral quickness. Again, for a gold card, not bad at all. Patrick Beverly base, which isn't that horrible this year either. Pretty easy to green. For a gold card, there could be way worse cards. Rick Mahorn can play the power forward position at 6'10". Can't shoot, can't move. I mean, this card is basically a bona fide scrub in my team. The only good thing about it is he's 6'10 and can play that power forward position. Evan Turner, 6'6", 6'8 wingspan. Up next, 75 3 ball, 76 speed, 73 lateral quickness. Not horrible in general. I mean, you could make the case Evan Turner is okay. The problem is he doesn't do anything on the court for you. Again, another power forward at 6'11", 7'3 wingspan. Can't shoot, can't run. The dude can't do anything on the court. I'm sorry, Eldon Campbell, but you're pretty bad. Luke Longley, 7'2 at the center position. 25 speed, 25 3 ball, 25 lateral quickness. I mean, he is 7'2", but that's about it for Luke Longley. Serge Ibaka, 7 feet tall, 7'4 wingspan, has a decent 3 ball. The problem is his speed and lateral quickness are horrible. I wish we would have got a Serge Ibaka that was actually decent in my team because he would have been a decent budget center, but the problem is, I mean, he's a gold card. You can't expect too much out of him. Darrell Wright up next, 6'9", 6'11 wingspan. Good hot spots as well. 84 3 ball is actually kind of crazy. Noir's release, I don't know off the top of my head what that is going to be like. 72 speed, 69 lateral quickness with some great shooting guidance. Again, if you need a card like a gold card in limited, Darrell Wright is probably the guy I'd suggest. Defensively, not going to be great, but he has a really good 3 ball with some pretty solid badges. Ronnie Seakley up next, 6'11", 7'2 wingspan, 42 3 ball, decent enough speed, not horrible lateral quickness. Again, for a gold card, you could do a lot worse. Now, these are the select cards, again, different from the Volume 2 cards, just so you guys know. Marcus Fizer up next from Iowa State. Shout out Iowa State, you know, it's Iowa, that's where I'm from. 6'8", 7 foot wingspan, decent hot spots on the interior, but this card doesn't do much for you. I mean, as far as slash and attack the rim and defensively, he's okay, but that's about it. Kerry Kittle's up next, 6'5", 6'8 wingspan. First look at an Emerald card here, okay? This is our first look at Kerry Kittles, who is that Emerald card in that Volume 2 set. Hotspots from both corners, 83 3 ball, 85 speed, 81 lateral quickness. This Kerry Kittles card is good. It depends on that release, But as long as that release is not horrible, we're looking at a Kerry Kittles card in my team who is not bad at all. I'm just saying, throwing that out there. Is he, gonna play over good cards? No. But as far as an Emerald, he can definitely play. Devin Harris up next, 6'3". It's a good height, 6'7" wingspan. Decent badge count in there, 75 3-ball, 90 speed, 77 lateral quickness. Again, isn't great. Decent playmaking badges, does have basic dribble style with default small release. Maybe these are just not updated yet. I'm not exactly sure, but basic dribble style is kind of crazy on a Devin Harris card. Did I say Derek Harris? I think I might have. Drew Gooden up next, 6'10", 7-foot wingspan. Decent enough 3-ball, decent speed, decent lateral quickness. Again, a card that's not horrible in my team. Does he do anything great? No. Would I ever run Drew Gooden? No. But, I mean, there has been worse cards that we have seen. So we got through a lot of cards so far. We're going to continue on that track, getting through cards quickly. White chocolate here, Jason Williams, 6'1", 6'4", wingspan, 76 3-ball, 82 speed, 76 lateral quickness. Decent playmaking badges in there as well. Thanasis release, again, I don't know what that's going to be like. Is there ever a reason to run Jason Williams? No. LaSalle Thompson, 29 3-balls, 57 speed, 44 lateral quickness. Ever a reason to run LaSalle Thompson? No. Okay, and I know I'm saying that about a lot of people, but it's the facts. Maurice Cheeks, kind of the same thing. Card's not very good. In here, 82 speed acceleration, 90 lateral quickness. Just not very good in general. Now, again, that's my opinion on things, but it is what it is. Remember, the Volume 2s do lock in for Pascal Siakam and D'Angelo Russell. So a lot of these cards I'm going over the Volume 2. That's what they're going to lock in for. As far as like the Season 1 Select, those are going to lock in for the Jaylen Brown. So just so you guys kind of know as we're going through what this locks in for. This can either lock in for D'Angelo or Pascal Siakam. Brevin Knight, only 5'10", can't shoot. This card is horrible. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about him. 5'10" and can't shoot. What is there to talk about? Harvey Grant, 6'8", 7-foot wingspan. Okay, 29 3-ball. Now, outside of that, this card can play. As long as you don't try to attempt a 3-ball, he's not horrible. But a 29 3-ball is kind of crazy. D Brown, our first look at a Sapphire here, Volume 2. Obviously, you guys know what that means. He locks in for either D'Angelo Russell or Pascal Siakam. Only 6'1". Good speed, decent enough lateral quickness, great playmaker. 75 3-ball is a little bit low. Does have that Wayne Ellington base, which, again, I'm not quite sure about, but I mean, it's not horrible. This Kenny Smith card is the first card I'm excited about. Why? Start with the hot spots. Great hot spots. Total of 33 base badges, 83 ball, 85 speed, 76 lateral quickness. Good badges in here as well. Is the card great? I wouldn't say so, no, but he does have good badges. And if you do need a Sapphire, I feel like he can play a little bit. Dennis Scott, we know he's going to be able to shoot the ball. He's 6'8", 6'11", wingspan. 89 3-ball, only a 66 speed is a little bit of a letdown. But kind of an off-brand Del Curry here, maybe depending on that release. But he's 6'8" at that too. Could be pretty cheesy in general. Again, it's just the fact that his speed is way, way too low. Bryant Reeves, big country, 7 feet tall, 7'2" wingspan. Just hot spots from inside the paint. That's it. 60 speed is not that bad. He's playable. Is he good? No, because he can't shoot and his lateral quickness is horrible. But he is playable. Donyell Marshall can play the small forward position, power forward, 6'9", 7-foot wingspan, good hot spots, 11 total badges, 84 3-ball, 72 speed, 70 lateral quickness. This card's playable. Is he good? No, but let's say you just lock in this set, need a Sapphire. He's definitely okay. Doug Christie, 83 3-ball, 76 speed, 87 lateral quickness. Okay. This is our first Sapphire that I'm like, okay, depending on his release, stuff like that, he's not horrible. I mean, is he going to be as good as some of the best Sapphire, or some of the best, Ruby, Amethyst, those type of cards? No, but he's okay. Big Boozer up next, can't shoot, pretty slow. Carlos Boozer stinks, I'm sorry. I know he's a Sapphire, and you do lock him in for that. You do lock him in, I think, for that Jaylen Brown, but he's not very good. Andre Miller up next, 6'4", 6'7", wingspan, 73 ball, better than I expected, 89 speed, 84 lateral quickness. Andre Miller is not horrible. Depending on that release, dribble moves, stuff like that, you can't even make the case he's that bad. I mean, he is definitely playable there in my team. Jim Jackson up next, 6'6", 6'9", wingspan, decent hot spots, total of 23 base badges. Again, not bad in general. 86 3-ball, decent speed, lateral quickness, can play make a little bit. But I would just look at the shooting badges. The gold catch and shoot, silver limitless, 86 3-ball, decent height. At that shooting guard position, he'd be able to hold it down for you if you needed a card to do so. Our first Ruby here in Buck Williams, 6'8", 6'11" wingspan, no hot spots from behind the arc, can't shoot, not even great speed and lateral quickness. It's not horrible, but it's not great. There's absolutely no reason to ever run Buck Williams at all. Ty Lawson, again, only 5'11". I get his stats, his speed, his lateral quickness is fine, but he's 5'11" with 25 interior. Like, you just can't play a card like that. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. He simply put cannot play in my team. Now, Jeff Malone in years past has had that DeMar DeRozan, Trey Burke type release. Does only get a 67 3 ball, but with that release should be able to green with him. 84 speed, 75 lateral quickness. This card's going to be fine in my team at that shooting guard position because of that release, and he's got a decent dribble style. I wish he was better badge-wise, but it is okay in general. Roy Hibbert. Okay, let's talk about this. 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan. Now, problem, 26 speed and 25 lateral quickness. You can't play a card like that in my team anymore. You can't, unless you want to basically have what Rick Smits is. You just can't play him. I was hoping for maybe better speed, lateral quickness. They didn't give it to Roy Hibbert. Michael Ray Richardson can't play point guard. 6'5", 6'8" wingspan, base 19 badges. Defensively, absolutely elite. There's no arguing that. But the problem is he can't shoot. Can't really play make that well. It's just hard to fit a guy like Michael Ray Richardson into your squad. Next, we do get Otis Birdsong. I do believe Birdsong locks in for the Jaylen Brown here. You guys can see 25 base badges, 73 ball, 92 speed, 88 lateral quickness. Otis Birdsong is fine in my team. Okay, at that point guard position, the guy can play a little bit. Check out the animations, TJ Warren base, Trae Young dribble style. I'm intrigued to see what Birdsong looks like because, I mean, at the point guard position, it's not deep right now. And let's say you really want to lock in for Jaylen Brown. Is Otis Birdsong playable? I think he is. I really do think Otis Birdsong is a playable card. Tony Allen up next. Okay, we know what we're getting out of Tony Allen. A guy that can't shoot, but on the defensive end of the court, he's going to be elite. That's what you're getting out of Tony Allen. Patrick Ewing base says all you need to know. The card is not good in my team. Now we get the Amethyst cards. Now these are in the D'Angelo Russell and Pascal Siakam sets. Mark Price, only 6 feet tall, but talk about a guy that's going to be chicken man in my team. Here's your answer. It's Mark Price. 93 3-ball, can handle the ball. Honestly, defensively is not bad. The problem with Mark Price is on the interior, right? He's not going to get you any paint stops. And right now, if he's up against a guy backcourt like Ja Morant and Vince Carter, who's he going to guard? Your answer is nobody. But like for offline modes or for 3-point challenges, Mark Price is going to be the man with the plan. Maybe the best shooter in the entire game. Karl Malone up next, power forward, center, 6'9", 7-foot wingspan. Does have hot spots from both corners, 74 3-ball, 80 speed, 79 lateral quickness, good rebounder. I like this Karl Malone card. Now, I don't know exactly what his release is going to be like. That's going to be a big sign, but I'm telling you, at the power forward position, how many players are going to be better than what Karl Malone's going to provide? I mean, he's going to have a decently wide player model, be pretty solid. Depending on that release, I'm telling you guys, hot spots from both corners. I think Karl Malone can play in my team. And then wrapping up, we're going to wrap up the select cards. Pascal Siakam, you got to lock in for him. 6'9", 7'3" wingspan, hot spots from both quarters. 83 ball, 78 speed, 78 lateral quickness. But there's no real flaws in this card. So I know people are going to look at Siakam and be like, why would you lock in for Pascal Siakam? Well, you get a lot of these cards just out of random stuff. Like, for example, I haven't bought any of the Season 1 players, and I'm really only missing 4 cards per set. So if that's the case, and if you can buy them and sell them back like you could for Chris Mullin in Season 1, or in the first set, he might be worth a look. I mean, I wouldn't spend any MT to lock him in, but if you could get him, if I could get him, he would play for me. It's that simple. D'Angelo Russell is our second Season 1 Volume 2 player. 6'5", 6'9" wingspan. Good hot spots. Problem is, he can't play the point guard position. I get the rest of it, but he can't play point guard. He's going to be horrible defensively. But on the offensive end of the court, he's going to be tough to stop. It's that simple for D'Angelo Russell. Definitely not worth anything. Not worth the lock-in. Pascal Siakam, definitely the better overall card. Jaylen Brown, the lock-in, obviously, for this select set. Now, you guys might be like, what is that? Well, right now, you got Grant Hill, Paul Silas, and then you got those 5 additional cards that we have covered. 89 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, 84 2-ball, 86 ball, 89 speed, 89 lateral quickness, 75 interior. This card is really, really, really good. Hall of Fame limitless takeoff corner specialist, Jaylen Brown release, which is good. Does got the MJ dribble style as well. Jaylen Brown is really good. The problem is he's definitely going to get overshadowed by the Michael Jordan today. That's going to wrap it up for our video today, covering the Season 1 Volume 2 set as well as the Select set. Are any of these lock-ins worth it? I don't think so unless you just get the Pascal Siakam, D'Angelo Russell cards that are unauctionable in which you can go ahead and lock them in. Jaylen Brown is good, but again, even compared to like Andre Iguodala or, you know, the MJs that we got today, I just don't think he's worth it. I do like the Karl Malone we got, but that would be about it in my opinion. That's gonna wrap it up, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.